Welcome to sunny California, and I am here with my man
Nathan,
who's behind the camera. And Ram flew us out here to test drive the new EcoDiesel, but they also brought competitor vehicles to their new heavy-duty truck. So here we have the Chevy 2500 heavy-duty over here. This is the Ford with a 6.2-liter V8, and here, this is the new one of the bunch. It's the Ram heavy-duty with the 6.4-liter. And what are we going to do with these, Nathan?
we're going to do some 0 to 60 times
That's right. We're going to see which of these three pickups is the fastest. Coming up next
on the Fast Lane truck.
Looky there, Nathan. It's not covered. That's unusual.
And it's way up here. Man, it feels so high. This is a 6.2-liter V8. Puts out 385 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque.
So how fast do you think it goes from 0 to 60?
I think that it'll be a little bit slower than the Ram. All right, here we go, folks. See how good it sounds.
Oh, let me go back there and boost it a little bit when I get back there.
You got it.
You know, Nathan, that's not bad. It sounds pretty muscular and throaty.
Yeah, but you know, when I put my foot down, then it kind of climbs and goes down. It's really not for a muscle car sound. It's a truck.
Nathan, what are you reading?
I'm reading the Maroney for the 2013 Ford F-250 Super Duty. And this is one of the lower versions, and it comes in a total MSRP, $45,485.
What's the MPGs?
MPG on this bad boy is...
Hard to find, apparently.
Hard to find. Yeah, that's kind of fuel ratings. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Look at that. It says right there.
Yeah, they don't rate the heavy duties.
Gee, I wonder why.
I wonder why. You know, Nathan, I feel really at home in this pickup. I've spent a lot of time in it because this is a truck that Kent, Mr. Truck, drives.
Yeah.
And we've been doing a lot of towing tests with it. So it feels like, you know, a comfortable truck for me. And my initial impression when comparing them to the other two is that this is the most utilitarian.
Okay. I don't agree. But there is something kind of interesting. I really like the way the interior feels in terms of overall size, because we're really high up in the air, but it's a little squat, a little lower, and it doesn't feel as intimidating or as big.
Yeah, and it does have a comfortable ride. It's well dampened. We're going over some rough road right here, and yet it doesn't feel like we're getting beaten up.
Yet it doesn't feel like we're getting beaten up. Sorry, guys. No, but he's right. It's actually a very compliant ride, and this is with leaf springs, proper leaf springs.
Yeah. So, how fast do you think she'll do 0 to 60?
I just think that the Ram will be a little bit quicker. I think this one will do it in around 10 seconds.
I see a stretch of flat road ahead, Nathan.
That's a good to me.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Hell yeah.
Guys, this is very impromptu once again. There's two of us in here. If you want to write comments, there should be one of us in here. It's a truck, for God's sakes. These things are meant to tow. So if it can't handle two big boys, then it certainly won't be able to handle the stuff that this thing's really towing normally.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Look at that. Damn straight road. All right. I'm going to say it's going to go 12 seconds here at sea level. What do you think?
I think it's going to go closer to 10. Okay, shut off the... Yeah, shut that. Okay, folks.
Here we go. Yeah, go for it. A little bit of wheel spin there.
There it goes.
There goes the power. Sounds good. And there's 60. Oh, my man. You were much more right than I was. 10.48.
And if the wheels didn't slide, I think it would have been dead down the middle. Which means, and if you take one person out of the car, you might pick up a quarter of a second. Once again, it's a massive truck.
I'm a dainty.
Who said anything about you? I was talking about me.
Hey, why don't we do it one more time, and this time we'll put the camera and hold it on the instrument cluster.
There you go. That's a good idea.
All right, one more time. Solo D all set up. Let's see how fast she'll go 0 to 60.
Okay, you ready, folks?
Oh, Nathan.
Sounds good.
It does sound good.
There we go.
60. All right.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh.
That is significantly faster.
Yeah, what was that? Let them know.
9.24. That was with the traction control off, which I don't recommend in a truck this size.
No, you are doing an admirable job of piloting this big boat down the road.
Man, this thing's a bucking Bronco, but it's got a lot of spirit.
All right, what's under the hood, Nathan?
Got a big badass Hemi under here, 6.4 liter V8, puts out 410 horsepower, but very, very important, 429 pound-feet of torque. Yes,
Is it brand new?
it is brand spanking new. In fact, this doesn't share anything with any other engine except for displacement.
Yeah. Oh, these are tall trucks, Nathan. Start her up.
Glad I'm over 6 feet, I'll tell you that.
Let me go back there. We'll listen to it.
You got it.
All right. All right, I have to be honest, the Ford sounds just a little bit throatier.
Really, this one sounds sharper.
Nathan, now what are you reading?
Well, this is the information for the 2014 Ram 2500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4.
All right, what's the number? How much is it?
This is fully loaded at $49,965. Can you see that little type? Oh, wait. The wind is taking away the
You can see
center.
it. So it's 5,000 more than the Ford.
Yes, it is. It's more expensive, but this is also the top of the line luxury edition, and it has an EPA estimated of no, not available.
Once again, no ratings on the heavy duties.
Yeah, big surprise.
All right, my man, we are now in the Ram, the Bighorn.
Horn. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I'm back in California, folks. I'm sorry.
You know what? This is, of course, a much more loaded model, so it's much more luxurious on the inside, and it feels much more car-like to me.
Well, yeah, when you compare it to the Ford, which was a bare bones version. But to be fair, I mean, we know that you can get the Ford F-250 with its full-blown key ranch, doodads, and everything else, just like this one. I mean, obviously, they're not going to bring in the top-of-the-line Ford.
Those crafty Ram weasels.
It's the same. Everybody does it, folks. It's just the same thing. Hey, look at it this way. We're doing a 0 to 60 test. So this vehicle, with all its leather and goodies, is actually heavier than the base model, right?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. The more stuff you put in it, the less it tows.
Well, at least it's a little slower. It's a towing.
Yeah, it does affect towing.
Does it really with leather?
Yeah.
Leather doesn't.
Well, all the electronics, everything. The more you weight it up, the less it actually has.
If Mr. Truck says so, then I think it's true.
Ride-wise, it seems fine. It seems well dampened. We're on this bumpy road again. What do you think?
Maybe it's better than the Fords, but you know what? It's still a little jousty. Look, it's the stiffer springs, even if there are coils in the back now. It's still stiffer, so you know you're not going to get the ride quality that you would in the 1500, and that's obvious. You guys know that.
You know what's amazing, Nathan? Just how similar all three of these 2500s are. They're all extremely tall. Mm-hmm. They're all extremely capable.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all extremely truck-like.
This is sort of the new golden age of trucks. Yes, there are Ram folk out there. There are Ford folk out there, and Chevy, and even some Toyota. And, you know, it's no matter what, you're going to get a very capable truck compared to what you would get 10, 15 years ago.
We should say this once again, Nathan. This is very impromptu.
Very impromptu.
We are at sea level, and we are going to do our best to give you a 0 to 60 time. So will it go under 10 seconds with the new 6.4 liter? It better.
So we're doing this one flat, folks. No revving or anything. I'm just going to go. Traction control's on.
All right, go for it. Yeah. Oh, it's got good pull.
Yeah, really, right off the line.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It does sound good, and it feels fast.
It feels really fast.
Here comes 60.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
It was that last bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was doing great, and then it just kind of, after it shifted again. Was that 10.2 seconds?
Yep, 10.2 seconds. I think you have to try again, Nathan.
Yeah, I'm going to try again. I'm going to shut off the traction control this time and rev it, and I have a feeling we'll do much, much better.
Yeah, I mean, we have to break 10 seconds. For sure.
Yeah.
And yes, there are two of us in here. We know. It's a truck.
If you can't go relatively quick in a truck with two people in it, maybe you bought the wrong truck.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of wheel
A
spin.
little bit of wheel spin.
Come on, girl.
Come on. Oh, there's the power. Here comes 50.
See, it's just that last bit. There it goes.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Actually slower. 10.54.
I think the wheel spin slowed it down. Next time I'll try it one more time without... whoa, that guy
Yeah, that guy in the motorcycle almost killed himself.
nearly killed himself. California.
Alright, there she goes.
That's all the way down,
Yeah,
baby.
come on, you can break 10, you can break 10. And here comes 60. Oh,
I'll be
Nathan,
damned.
you did it.
I'll be damned.
Look at that.
That's really close to the best we got in the Ford.
9.98. Well, the Ford was 9.24, so
Actually, the Ford was faster.
yeah, 9.24. So right now, the Ford remains a champion. I think we have to try the Chevy
Yes.
to see how GM fares in this very impromptu test. Nathan, I'm sure you know this, but it's all about gear ratio, rear axle ratio, when we're talking about how fast the truck will go from 0 to 60. So what's the Ram got?
This particular one has a 3.73.
So we're comparing that to the Chevy. Let's do that next.
Okay.
All right, Nathan, what was the gear ratio in the Ford?
Ford, the same, 3.73.
So we're comparing apples to apples this time?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep, it's a Vortec, all right.
Yep, this one's a 6-liter. Obviously a V8 that puts out 360 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to a 6-speed automatic transmission and, in the back, 410 gears.
So less power, different gears.
It should be interesting.
All right, start her up. All right, let me go back there. We'll see what this sounds like.
All right.
All right, Nathan, I'll tell you, and I'm not a Chevy guy, but there's nothing like the sound of a V8 Chevy.
Yeah, General Motors knows how to make a really good sounding V8, don't they?
All right, now what are you reading, Nathan?
Oh, this is for the 2013 Silverado 2500 four-wheel drive LT Crew Cab.
Wow, that's a mouthful. So how much does it cost?
Total is, wow, $49,450.
That means it is the most expensive truck we've tested so far.
Yeah, it is pretty damn pricey.
Yeah, and how about the gear ratio?
410 gears.
Ooh, so it's going to be a little bit different.
Yes, it is. Yeah, look at what we got here.
Yeah, no information about
Mileage?
MPH, right?
Yeah, it's a 2500. You're not going to get that information on a regular Maroni.
All right, let's take the Chevy for a ride. All right, I'm going to put this in between the Ford. I'm going to say the Ford is the most utilitarian in terms of interior design, and the Ram is the most luxurious, and this is the most expensive. Look at this little tiny ass screen, dude.
This is they replaced it with something new. I'm going to say this has the best ride. It does. It's not as rickety, and it has a regular leaf suspension rear end, but it still has a really nice ride.
Fair enough, dude. Yeah, I'm still kind of torn on the ride, but we only get these things for like 15 minutes, so it's hard to make a judgment call.
Yeah,
Let's be fair.
We wrestle the keys out of other people's hands. Fortunately, Roman and I are badasses like that. We throw down.
That's right.
We throw down.
But then they get back at us by walking into our shots.
What? Oh, there's a camera over there. Okay. How do I look?
Let's get back to the pickup. I think this is a good-looking truck. I love those two kind of power bulges on the hood. I love the fact that you know, there's these power bulges that are continued in the ceiling. You can put cowboy hat on. This is a bad truck, dude.
It's the lowest. The hood is the lowest out of all of them. It feels more car-like than all of them. I'm sorry, but I still say this has the best ride. And overall driving is very comfortable.
So the question remains, is it fast?
I think it's going to be pretty quick.
All right. Yeah. Well, we've got a different gear ratio, and we've got the least amount of power. So let's find out. 0 to 60 coming up right now. A lot of noise, but does that translate into speed? 50, here comes 60.
Chevy sounds good.
Oh, first attempt. Check it out. I can't get it made.
It's just too much power. It's holding you back.
No, it's the seatbelt that's holding me back.
Jam power. You cannot go faster.
9.96. So we broke 10 seconds right away.
410 rear end, baby. That's going to help. You know what? It just feels friskier, too. I'm willing to bet that we take the traction control off, and we're going to get close to 9 seconds.
All right, try it again. Right now, the champion is a Ford at 9.24. Let's see if we can beat it.
I think we can beat it. All right, ready, guys? Torque it a little bit.
Oh,
a tiny bit of wheel spin.
Yeah, it hooked up pretty good. Oh, there is that growl. That
sounds good.
Yeah. And here comes 55. Come on, it's going to be close. And there's 60. And that was a lot slower, actually.
That's interesting.
10 points, 4.6, dude. 10.46. Check it out. So I think it's fair to say that all these pickups are in the same ballpark.
They're all in the same ballpark. They cater to the same client, basically. And it's very interesting that they all have very different personalities. Some of which are a little beefier than others. I really like the Ford. I thought that one just felt like heavy and angry.
Yeah.
And this Chevy feels kind of car-like and civilized.
I like the Ram, man. That's my choice.
It's right in between the two, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it suits my personality. Here's what I don't like about this. Let me show you guys. I think this is important to point out. So, most expensive truck, but look at that little baby screen. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Come on, dude. That is now nowhere near the ballpark of where it should be for a $50,000 truck.
I agree, and I think Chevy does too, because, well, General Motors in general has completely redone the interiors on their 2014 trucks.
Nathan, people might be rightfully wondering, what's the point of doing a 0 to 60 time with the heavy-duty truck?
Well, these are dual-role vehicles, folks.
Yeah, people use them for commuting, and of course people use them for getting on the highway, and of course towing, and all that has to do with...
It has to do with the power of the vehicle. And hey, look, if you're on an on-ramp, you want to know that these things can get up on the freeway real quick.
Yeah, with or without towing something.
That's right.
Of course, if we can get the stars aligned, we'd love to get these up to Colorado and do the Ike Gauntlet.
That's right.
And that would be the real test. As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
Saying...
Sorry, she just walked past the yeah. Let's just start from as always.
As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
Saying
cars are for wussies.
Dude, we test cars.
Then we're wussies, I guess.
See you next time. Bye.
Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't Paul this time.
Oh, what a beautiful classic truck, Mike. This is the very first Cummins in a Ram, right?
That's correct. This is
year?
actually a 1985 production Ram truck that was given to Cummins to start the development for the diesel and the heavy duties.
You know,
which we launched in 1989.
You know, it seems so small now compared to a heavy-duty truck.
That's true.
What did we do back then when we needed to tow like 30,000-pound horse trailers? We probably didn't have them.
No, we didn't tow 30,000 pounds. The output of this was about 130 horse, 400 foot-pounds of torque.